everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I know I was supposed to go on at 10, but just sitting here, I figured, what the hell. I'll let me go on a little bit early. Can everybody hear the guitar all right? Let me know if you can hear this. Let me know if you guys can hear that guitar all right. I think it's going through. All right, and while I wait for you to let me know if you can hear that, let me just say hello. We got 6 string 10 fingers. How are you? Dan in New Jersey is here. How's it going? Half Ace, Robert Metzenberg, how you doing? You're on your phone, no worries. What's up, Doc? Christian Kushmick. There's my buddy Mitch. Hey, Mitch, how are you? Hank Hill, Hunter Wren. How you doing, man? James Severin. Snots Rock. Sounds good? All right, cool. It's not too loud, is it? Sounds great. Hey, Frank Corcoran, how are you? So that is a Helix. You guys are listening to the Helix. First show that I'm actually using the Helix. And what I've got is, just in case you're curious, so I got the Helix running into my Hughes and Kettner head, and I'm taking a direct line from the head right into the mixer. So you're basically hearing it direct. But that is the Helix, folks. Hey, Hank Hill, how are you, man? Paul Lewis here, how's it going? But can you tell us how you have the Helix? Okay, so this is what I've got. So Mitch, I'm running the guitar into the Helix, and I'm coming out of the Helix, and I'm going into my Hughes and Kettner cab. And then I've got an XLR out of the cab, head. I mean Hughes and Kettner head. I have an XLR out from the head, and that's running straight into my mixer, which is right here, and that's what you're hearing. So that is the Helix. And that the patch that I have it right on is I call it my medium dirt. So it's what I would play, for songs I need a little bit of drive, but not a ton of drive. But it's pretty much my my rock tones, if you will. Snots is the king of the Les Pauls. All hail the king. Yeah, I love this guitar. Sounds great. Cool, man. I finally got a decent sound on my live stream. Woohoo! Yeah, it's I'm thrilled with it, man. I like the way it sounds. It sounds really, really cool. Play some sounds extra good to Vanzini. Hey Vanzini, how are you? So I programmed a whole bunch of sounds into the Helix. If anyone's got any questions, by the way, this is sort of how it goes Helix. So I'm gonna let you hear a bunch of sounds that I've got programmed into it. Right now, what you're hearing is like what I call my medium dirt patch. The pickups, yeah, James. These are the, of course, the Sheptone Heartbreakers. That's what I have in here. There's my Heartbreaker pickups. So this is my medium dirt. I'll in the medium dirt. So what you do basically with the HX effects is you basically have you set up 6 sounds. It's like having 6 pedals in one setting. So right now the pedals I've got on is I have the compulsive drive, which is basically an OCD. That's the dirt. And then I have I've got a delay on. I have a 70s chorus, which I don't have turned on right now, but I'll put the 70s chorus on for you to hear in a bit. And then I have the Minotaur, which is a clone. So I have that boosting it, and then I've got a 10-band EQ, which is like the secret sauce, and a plate overdrive. So and that's whenever I do get back to gigging, that's going to be my sound for most of the straight ahead rock tunes that we do. Hey Paul Lou, how are you? Daniel Horsley. Hey Daniel, I messaged you on Instagram. If you get a chance, check it out and get back to me on that if you would, please. So now the chorus that's on this, there is a gazillion different can you put up to 9 effects on the Helix? You can. I can double up. I can have, like, there's only 6 buttons, but I can assign two effects to one button if I want, and I can toggle between them. Strange Ways. There's Strange Ways for Half Face. I know he's a big Kiss fan. All right, thanks Daniel. So yeah, to answer your question, James Severance, you can have toggle things on and off. So you can have up to 9. Now, the way I'm doing it is like as basic and as sort of simple as possible for a couple of reasons. One, I want this to mimic a pedal board, so I don't have 2 settings per button. I just literally have it where each push button will just turn an effect on and off. So I'm keeping it really simple. But there's effects loops on this that I can have. I can have like a pedal on an effects loop that I can switch on and off with. I can assign one of the buttons to that, but I'm not even doing that. I'm keeping it as simple as possible. So yeah. You can have 9 on it. Yes, you can. You know what? I'm not 100% sure if you can have all 9 at the simultaneously. I'm not even sure. But you can definitely have 6 on at a time. And actually, no, you can, because if you assign 2 effects to one, you could have, I believe, up to 9. Yeah. These things, I mean, one of the reasons I got it is I got it for cheap, man. Like, if you can find yourself a used one, like I got this for $50 less than a Pod Go, which is why I bought it. Like, it's one of those things that you can't really walk away from, right? So it's got a shit ton of sounds on it. Oops. My ME70 thrash, I sold that about 2 years ago. Once I went pedals, I got rid of that. So I don't have it anymore. Oh, you got one, James. You pay, well, 600. Well, okay, that's US 600. In Canada, they're like $900 new. So I don't know if 600 US, if that's a good price or not. I'm not sure. 600 Canadian, if you got one for 600 Canadian, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Hey, feta fried rice. That Les Paul has some balls. So let me show you some of the sounds that I've been working on. And what's really cool is I talked about this before, where like you can you got basically, I got like it's like having, you know, all the paints, and you have an open canvas, and you can try to duplicate some of the sounds that you hear on the record. So I'm going to go through a couple of the very special, you know, specific tones that I've come up with, and I'll let you know what you, or you let me know what you think. So I'll play the song. I won't even tell you what it is, but I'm sure as soon as I play the first few notes, you'll know what it is. But let me go to that tone. Hang on. Hey, Ricky Compton, how are you? Hank Hill, are you running the 4 cable method? No, Hank, I'm going straight. So what I'm doing is I'm going straight into the unit, out of the unit, direct into my Hughes and Kettner I keep saying cab. Hughes and Kettner head, and then direct into my mixer. So let me know how close I got this tone, guys. Oops. I'm sure you know that song, right? Hank Hill, sounds good. I'm pre-guessing. Yeah, if you pre-guessed Pink Floyd, you're watching the wrong channel. No, I don't play any Pink Floyd. Not that there's anything wrong with Pink Floyd. I just don't play any Pink Floyd. Spot on. Oh, thanks, Hank. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, so that's So the thing is with that one, hey Meryl J, how are you? It's like I was saying earlier, you can turn things on and off. So when you play the intro of that song, I've got everything on. So just so that you know what I'm using for dirt on that, I got a little bit of the Timmy. I'm using a flanger. I got the 70s chorus. I have a delay, and I have a chamber reverb. And then when I go in, so that's for the intro. So that's this part. Oops, fuck, screw it up again. So that's all that. And then when you go into the verses, you got to kick off the flanger and the delay. So it's like having all the pedals on the floor, and then I'm turning them on and off as I need to. That's a real specific tone. I don't think you can use that for a lot of things. Now here's another one that you might, if you've seen my videos lately, you'll probably recognize this one. So this is another sound that I dialed up for another specific song. Now this one's gonna sound kind of weird without the backing music, but I got a feeling you'll know it right away. That's the sound for Iran by the Flock of Seagulls. So that's what I cooked up for that song. So again, I'm using the Tima, the 70s chorus. I got a digital reverb, a digital delay and a hall reverb. And then the trick with that song is once you start into the picking part, you got to take off the digital delay. But then you turn it on for the solos. It's just a ton of fun, man. Like, just, you know. It's just a it's just a ton of fun, like to dial up all these different sounds, and instead of like I was getting kind of close with the pedals, but not to that extent. Like I can get like way closer because I've got so many different, literally I've got so many different things to draw from. All right, let me see if you guys have any questions. The police, yeah, I could dial in some, not that I know any police, but yeah, I can dial in some of those tones, no problem. So if you like your amp sound, the HX effects will, yeah, pretty much, James. Yeah. So for this, for this application, I basically use my amp like like I used to with my pedals. Is I just set it as a pedal platform. So I just set the EQs on the amp flat, and I just turn it up just on the verge of breakup, because I do want to hear some of the tube tone as well, like over top of that if I turn the amp up. Feta fried rice. Hey Hack, are you going to keep the amp? Oh, definitely. I still need amps. This isn't Feta. This is not a full blown Helix. A full blown Helix floor unit has you don't need amps for it. All you need is a powered cab. So this unit, you still have to plug it into an amplifier. Yeah. Flock of Seagulls sounds close. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Hey, HK, how are you? Hope you're doing well, man. Death Crunch, Metal, Dirty, Boo, Ottawa, Metallica, Clean Acoustic. Yeah, like, I need the versatility to play, 60 songs a night of, not that I play 60, I'll usually do like 45, but I got to be able to play 80s, 90s, everything to classic 50s and Beatles. So I go through a lot of sounds. Now you're enjoying the Helix. Will you get rid of some of those pedals? You know what, Mitch? That's the thing. I don't think I will. I think I'm still going to keep my pedal board. So what I found is, like, everything sounds pretty good with snots. And I've tried a few of the guitars. When I was initially setting up those patches, I was using Blackie, right? And then, every guitar, because of the pickups, they're going to sound a little bit different with the sounds, right? So I programmed them with Blackie, and then I tried them with snots, and they work well with snots. I tried them with Relic. They work well with Relic. I'll tell you the guitar that I haven't really liked the sound of this unit with, based on what I've set up, is it doesn't sound good with my P90 Les Paul, right? So I would almost like have to start with a clean slate again and come up with the same sounds again and play them and sort of set them for a P90 pickup. So that's the one that kind of, you know, knocks it out of whack. So if I ever do a gig and I want to take the P90 guitar, rather than do what I just said and reinvent the wheel, I would probably just end up using going back to the pedal board. Ricky Compton, I feel your pain, man. I can't afford $1,500 either. That's why I got the HX effects. So, like the HX effects, I was saying earlier to James, I got it used. I got it for like new in Canada. They're $900. I paid $550 for this one. So I can do $550 in Canada. The full-blown Helix is about $2,000. I'm not paying $2,000, so that's why I got the HX effects, and I still like my amps, so it worked out. Yeah, Daniel, I'm probably still going to use the pedal board when I gig. Like I was saying earlier, if I use the P90 guitar, I think I have to use the pedal board because the little bit I've played with plugging my Classic into this patch, into these patches, it doesn't sound good. I'm still working on the snapshots, James. I still haven't got that quite figured out yet. One thing I find is like, there's not a lot of really good how-to videos with the HX effects. Like, I posted one the other day, just kind of basics, like how to program right on the unit. I was going to do another one using the HX editor. I haven't done that yet. But I find that it's hard. Like I haven't, like for example, the snapshots, I haven't seen anybody explain that well yet on a video. Maybe I haven't found it yet. Maybe it's out there, but I haven't come across it yet. So is that new pedal board going to be your main? So Ricky, this is probably what I'm going to use for most of my gigs whenever I'm able to gig again. We just got another cancellation today. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Because like I said, like we do the two songs I just played is in our set list, and now I can nail those sounds, right? And I think people will freak out, man, like when they hear that, because the sounds are so professional sounding, right? HK, oh yeah, it definitely gives me extra pep, man. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of the pedal board. You can make a snapshot for the P90. I'd have to, what I'd have to do is I'd have to set up a whole other bank of sounds specific to the P90. Yeah, like James, if you know how to do the snapshot, I still don't know how to do it. I mean, I'm still learning how to use this thing. Hey Dennis, how are you? And you have a backup of, yeah, that's the whole thing. I have a backup. I'm looking at the Podgo $499 new. Yeah, in Canada, the Podgo is $600, and it's not out yet either. Hey, Tom, how are you? It's over 1,000 pounds in the UK. Yeah, well, yeah, you guys, we have a really weak dollar, and our dollar is going down the tube. So, I got the Helix floor, and I'm just a bedroom guitar player at best. I do like it though. Oh, yeah, Mitch, it's awesome. Somebody's looking for a snapshots explanation. Yeah, let me know. A half face when recording, I have preset EQ that I add when I'm using P90s. Yeah, I'd have to do another deep dive. Yeah, Eric could probably explain it to me. Are you one for reading the manual? There's not, the manual that came with it is just showing you all the different ways to hook up outboard stuff to it. I don't think there's really any verbiage there as to how to use it. Hey, William De Silva, how are you? I'm doing good, Tom. How are you, man? Just saw you over at Steve from Boston. I was going to go on at 10 o'clock, but I figured I'm sitting here with the guitar. I might as well just go on. Might as well just go on sooner, so. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I get 31 of you in here. That's very cool. That just sounds great. Got got the nice overtones with it as well. And you know, the other concern I had using a digital unit, and why I didn't like digital units I've had in the past, is everything just sounded kind of, I don't know, digital. It sounded cheap, but that sounds pretty good. And the articulation too, like it just, all your picking and everything, all the dynamics, it's there, man. Like, it's like, you know, it's all there. All the sounds are there. It's not like, you know, or and there's no latency. So that's it. You know, it feels like I'm playing through pedals analog pedals into an amp, so it sounds really, really cool. Let me get caught up here. You like the sound of this Les Paul? Yeah, I think this is my best sounding Les Paul for sure. Is that the Marshall? Okay, so Tom, what I'm doing is I'm running just in and out of the HX effects into the Hughes and Kettner 36 watt head, and that has an XLR out. So, and I'm running out of that straight into my mixer here. Hey Bobby, how are you? Yeah, exactly. HK, it's like, yeah, it's like playing through pedals, you know. Hey, Six String Brian, how are you? It's like all the Metallica I know. It's probably all wrong. Close, I guess. Yeah, it's all Metallica. One of my favorite songs is The Thing That Should Not Be. What's that riff go? I'm probably playing that wrong too. Technology has come so far that you can use digital modeling and sound killer. Yeah. This is my medium dirt. Let me put my heavy dirt on. This is about as heavy as I go. Something like that. That's about as heavy as I go. Am I glad I have it? Yeah, Bobby, it's gonna really help me out a lot with getting all my different sounds. You ordered a Helix, HK? So HK, which one did you get? Did you get the full blown? Or did you get the effects or the native or what? James Sever wants snods. That tone's crusty as. Crusty? That's some crusty tone, man. I'm gonna mop that up. That's funny. Hey, Metalhead Hippie, how are you, man? Yeah, I can't shred, Mitch. I can't shred. Not to save my life. Hey, Jimmy Biter, how are you? They said it will be 3 days. Which one did you get, HK? Did you get the full blown, or did you get the? Listen to that, man. Love it. Thanks, Bobby Clipper. Welcome, man. The gold limited edition full. Oh, you got the full blown. Wow, good for you, man. I hope you dig it. Hope you dig it, man. Okay, I'm gonna mess this up, but hang on. Sorry, I don't know that song. I'm just trying to figure it out. So I'm playing it. I will let you suffer through that. I thought it was a late birthday present, and I'm still... Oh, I didn't know you were ill, HK. Hope you get better soon, man. The head rush worked better for me because of my poor vision, but I like both... What was a head rush have like a bigger display on it or something? Hippie got 300 subs. Stay tuned for the Behringer. All right, man. I tell you, Hippie, I got about 1,000 different kinds of... Oh, thanks, James. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. I got about 100 different fuzzes on here and Metalhead Hippie. And guess how many I've tried? I hate fuzz. No offense, man, but I can't stand fuzz. Fuzz is what I try to avoid. But I don't play that Doom shit, so I have no real need for fuzz. Seven-inch. Wow. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a lot easier to see. Yeah, here, I'll show you the... Well, I'm sure you guys have seen the unit, but I'll show it to you real quick. There it is right there. So there's my windows that tell me what I've got. So I could see where that'd be hard to see, yeah. And then I still haven't got this figured out, but you guys can't really tell on camera, but that's like, that's yellow, that's green. That's almost oh, that's yellow as well. Then there's like an orange, and this looks like a yellow as well. There's color codes for all the different... Tell me something I don't know, Hippie. There's color codes for all the different sounds, which I still don't know. I'm still reading them off the little LED displays there. Looks exactly like a pedal board in full screen. Oh, that's cool. It's a little box of goodness. Full color, yeah. How angry that sounds, man. So I was talking earlier about a couple of songs in the place that we're not supposed to talk about, and one of this... Oh, HK, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that, buddy. Rock on, brother. Thank you. So I was talking about some of the songs that I'll get played incorrectly earlier today. And one of the songs that came up was "Tie Your Mother Down." So let me show you how most people play it and how you're actually supposed to play it. And the only reason I know this is because somebody way better than me showed this to me one time. That's my light overdrive. So here's how most people play the riff to "Tie Your Mother Down." That's how most people play. Let me take the delay off. Hang on. Now what you're supposed to hit is this note right here. I messed it up. Whoops. You gotta hit that high A octave. So it's... HX. Oh, thanks, Bobby. HX. Oops. All right. Have a great night, HK. And I hope you feel better, man. I didn't know you were ill. Take care, man. Now I'm playing it right. I'm gonna stop because Queen is one of they're one of the bands that'll ban you from the planet. Let me just check my tuning here. I think I'm a little loud. I was demoing a guitar in a video a long time ago. And I was playing Tie Your Mother Down in the video, and it got blocked. So they're one of the bands that they don't like you playing any of their music. You never heard that song, Thrash? Really? That's like for me probably like one of the top 5 Queen songs. So it's got a lot of radio play. Yeah, so if anyone's got any questions about the HX effects or any requests, let me know. Anyway, I'll stop playing Tie Your Mother Down. Can you hear with the Music Man? Black Diamond, I wasn't black. Actually, that's one Kiss tune I don't know how to play. I don't know how to play Black Diamond. Hey, George Bader. Just arrived, so HX will be your new gig rig. Do you prefer with the... I think it sounds better with the Hughes and Kettner. I've been doing all the programming with the Hughes and Kettner. You can see that I got the Marshall right behind me. I plugged it into the Marshall. I kind of like the sound of it out of that more. But the thing is, I just have a Hughes and Kettner head, so I'd have to take the head in the cab. And I'd much rather just take the combo. So, but anyways. I don't know any YNT. No, sorry, Christian. Okay, Half-Face wants to hear this with the Music Man. So, just bear with me for a second, folks. The Music Man's right behind me, so hang on. Now, this one I rarely play. I keep thinking about putting it on the chopping block, but then I pick it up. I'm like, no, you don't. This thing's too good. But I'm going to have to tune this up. I have not played this guitar. Oh, man. And the neck is completely different. It feels foreign to me right now. Hang on a second here. This. Okay, I can't seem to get that tuner to go. Hang on, I'm gonna try this. Put a clip on here. This will work. Danger, danger. No, is the audio off? Mike Marshall. No, I'm going straight out of the... I got a line out from the amp. I'm going direct into the mixer, Thrash. Nothing's mic'd. Everything's direct. Actually, this is, I'm kind of curious to hear how it sounds with this too, because I've never tried it yet with the... so this will be a first for me too, because I haven't plugged this into it yet. This thing's actually almost on, which is amazing because I haven't touched it in ages. Music Man makes really good guitars, but they're not cheap. I bought this one before their prices went nuts. All right. Hey Janice, how are you? You want one of these? I'm itching for one. I waited too long. You can hear these strings are dead, eh? These strings are dead. Have you tried the XLR on the head to front of house? I have a Tube Meister as well. I'm using the XLR out right now, George, into my mixer here. The places I play, George, there's no... The front of the house, I kid, is... when people tell me about... or mention front of the house, I say, for me, that's like the parking lot. Little bars I play, we're self-contained, man. So, if... I would either be playing this amp straight out, or I would be putting a mic in front of it and running it through the PA, so... Yeah. You didn't know I had this one, You didn't know I had this one, Dennis? Let me see if I can... Somebody had... there's another thing that you can do with these. If you have any HX thing, if you go to line 6, there's something called custom tones, and people put up sounds that they've made up. You know, putting different things together. And somebody put up a Van Halen one. So I don't even really know how to play one Van Halen song. So, and I kind of think it's a little... This one is a little too busy. When I say too busy, I think it's got too much stuff going on. But I'll let you guys be the judge. Let me see if I can pull that one up. Try to remember where the hell it is now. Okay, hang on. That's weird. Neither one are working right now. I don't know why it's not working. I got one called 5153 TS9. That one's not getting any sound out of it for whatever reason. That's weird. Okay, let me try the other one. This one doesn't work either. Interesting. Well, let's try this one. This is an Alex Lifeson sound. Hey, Revolutions. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that, and welcome to the channel. So here's a Rush one. Oh, is this? It's your son, Tom. Cool. Thank you, man. Here's one. Just making sure I didn't miss any. No, James. I'm only using one cable. I'm going straight in, man. Hey, Peter DeBat, how are you? So this is an Alex Lifeson one. So let me know what you guys think of this one. It has a lot going on. Like there's I think it's got too much going on. I'm gonna get rid of some of this. What do you think of that sound? I think that's, let me turn this up a little bit maybe. You like that sound? So that's what they call their Alex, excuse me, Alex Lifeson. That's hard to do. It's close. Paul, do you think it's close? This is the custom tones. This is something that somebody came up with, and they put it up on the website. So there, yeah, folks are. So I'm actually like at the. I don't know if you came in later, but at the very beginning, I was playing some of the sounds that I've cooked up. I got a sound for a cult song for Sanctuary, another sound for Iran. Excuse me, I was thinking about maybe uploading those to the custom tone site in case somebody else digs them and wants to use them. So that's just like users that, you know, oh, here's a great tone for such and such, and then they'll throw them up there, and that's where this one came from. Oh, no worries, George. Yeah, I think it's. I know, Daniel. It's got too much going on, right? And here's the thing, Daniel. I've actually switched off. It's got more. There's two effects that I turned off, so that's the clean version. I think it's got too much going on. Yeah, I think so too. Alex Lifeson's one of my favorite guitar players. Here, let me put on a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if you guys know your Rush. I'm gonna play a Rush tune for you that you'd have to be kind of a diehard to know. Play a little bit of Name That Tune, okay? Here, and I'm gonna use a different sound. I'm gonna use one of my sounds actually. Hang on. There you go. I tell you, it feels weird playing that on a Music Man. That's got to be on a Les Paul. uh, I was better. It was better after you clean it up. I like yours better. No offense. Yeah, yeah. I just got too much going on. I think Half Face. Doom Hack. Okay, just for you, hippie. This is the closest I get to Doom. The closest I get to Doom. Okay, and this is the closest I'll ever get to Fuzz. Hang on. There you go, just for you. Hey, Chad, how are you, man? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. That's the closest I get to do, man. Gent? I'm trying to think, what Drop D songs do I... What Drop D songs do I play that I can gent? Well, here's any Bon Jovi fans? Hey, Don, how are you? Yeah, I started early, Don. I was sitting here with the guitar in my lap, and I waited for Steve to end, and I'm like, let me just get on here. Do you have to download the patches to hear them, or can you listen from line 6? No, you gotta, as far as I know, Don, I have to listen to them. Alice in Chains, I don't know. I don't know any Alice in Chains. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm lying. I do know. That's about it. I used to know the whole song. I used to play that song. If it's your life, yeah. Let me show you guys a trick. Now, if you guys have been playing a long time, you probably already know this, but this is something that I use a lot. If you want to, if you're in it, okay, let me gather my thoughts. The one band I play in, the Rebel Charm, I'm the only guitar player, so I'm trying to sound as thick as possible, right? So I'm going to show you guys something that I do a lot, and probably most of you already know this, but for those that don't, maybe it's something, you know, you might want to try. If you really like the heavy sounding chords without having to drop down, here's a trick that I do. So I don't know if you can hear it that well. This guitar's, the strings are kind of dead. But let me ask you, I'm going to play 2 chords. Yeah, I can play some Bush in a minute, Bobby. I'm going to play the same chord twice, and if you can tell me which chord sounds heaviest, then I'll just ask you to punch in 1 or 2. Okay, I'm going to play the same chord 2 ways. Tell me which one sounds heaviest, the first one or the second one, okay? Okay, listen real close. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Okay, this is 1. Here's 2. Well, wait a minute. Let me do that again because I fucked up. All right, here's the first one. Here's the second one. I can hardly hear it. Hang on. Let me lighten up the dirt here a little bit. Okay, here's the first one. Here's the second one. Two. So, just to give you an idea, here's what I'm doing here to make a chord sound fat. Do you guys mind if I switch guitars? I'm gonna switch guitars because the strings in this are dead. It's not. They sound like mud to me. I'm gonna. Actually, which guitar would you guys like to see next? Which guitar would you guys like to see next? Do you want Snots back? Okay, over my shoulder here, I got Blackie over there. I got Blackie over there. Let me know what guitar you want. I got Blackie. I got Relic. I got Snots. I have my SG. First person that mentions a guitar, one of those guitars, let me know which one you'd like to see, and I'll grab it. Blackie, Snots, Relic, or the SG. Put the 5th in the bottom is what I was just going to show, Dennis. Yeah. Yeah, most of you guys know that. Blackie? All right. All right, let me grab Blackie over here. Yeah, I figure most... But you know what? It's always cool. You assume people know stuff, and sometimes you point stuff out. It's like, yeah, I never thought of that. So, sort of with that in mind, that's better. So, see how that sounds a lot heavier? Now that's a C minor chord. And I'm playing the same chord, but... the same chord. What you do is, so if you're playing let's say you're just playing a 5 chord, which is like the root in the 5th. If you play just the root in the 5th, you have, like, this is an E, 7th fret on the A string. Sounds like that. If you want to play the same chord but make it sound heavier, what you do is you take your first finger and you play the A string and you play the E string at the same time, and you get the same chord, but it's heavier. So instead of, you have. So it's called playing the fifth above the root, because that note on the E string is not my root. My root is this E here. So I'm literally playing, there's my fifth, I'm playing the octave below it. So that's just, you know, probably most of you already know that, but if you guys don't know that, it's going to make all your stuff sound fatter. So when I'm playing the Bon Jovi tune, I always hit the root below. And I get that nice, that's why it sounds so menacing. Yeah, exactly. You're playing the fifth below. You're playing the octave below, Dennis. Yeah, the octave below. Now, and everybody's asking for the SG, and I grabbed. It's easier to hear the difference on the E. I don't know the solo. Wood guitar is Relic. Relic is, it's a Cherry Burst Les Paul. That sounds like a lot of balls. Actually, you were asking for, Machine Head, right? Or Bush? A lot of goofs up, goof ups, but there it is. All right, let me get caught up here. I'll grab the SG in a minute, guys. I know you guys want to see the SG. Okay, yo, is that a Les? Yeah, a minute ago, Brad, and welcome, Brad. I wasn't playing the Helix. I wasn't playing it. I was actually playing the Music Man. You missed it. I actually had a different guitar in my hands. You missed it by that much. Zad the Inhaler. Welcome to the channel. I just got a Helix a few weeks ago, one of the best. Which one did you get, Zad? Did you get the full-blown Helix? Bush nowhere. Okay, yeah, I hit the bush. Little, kind of. All right, everyone's saying hello. Is that your patch now? So the patch I'm using right now is my what I would call, Don, my heavy rock patch. I call it heavy dirt. This is about the heaviest I go, as I was saying before. A little bit of Metal Gods for you. Hey, Brad Egan, welcome. Hey, Mark Taft, welcome. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out. How are the pickups in the SC? You're loving yours? I mean the one in the PRS right there? Yeah, they sound pretty good. They sound pretty good. I'm digging them. But as much as I dig them, Brad, I'd still like my Les Pauls better. Because they don't have... I mean, what I was just playing now, if I try to play that on the PRS, I wouldn't have that chunk. And these have the chunk. Which those pickups, they're more... If I want to play like more with more clarity, cleaner, then I'd probably want to migrate to that. Which Helix? Hey, Brad Egan. Which Helix? I have the HX effects. That's what you're hearing right now. That's just a sound that I cooked up. So, yeah, if anyone's got any questions about what I'm using, the sounds, just let me know. Let me know. I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so, that's like the heaviest, that's like the heaviest tone I'll ever go. Trying to think of other Priest tunes that I know. You hear some buzzing? Anybody else hear buzzing? I don't know. That's Hair of the Dog by Nazareth, which is exactly as... I can't... Hair Day Tripper. I can't think of Day Tripper now, but it's the same riff, basically. What distortion am I currently using? I'm not using my board. I'm using the HX effects. All the sounds you're hearing are from the HX effects. This patch, it sounds better than when you downloaded cleaner kind. You know what? I'm not trying to be a snob, but I am a little bit. I will admit I'm a total cork sniffer for tones. And I kind of like mine better. I think the stuff that people are posting, but somebody made a good point too, right? Like some of the custom tones that people are uploading, they might be using them like direct to front of the house and that. So maybe in that context, it sounds good. I'm playing into an amp. So for what I find with a lot of the stuff that I'm downloading, or that are posted, that I've downloaded, that are loaded into my unit, it just sounds too busy, like there's too much stuff going on, right? So that's why I kind of like mine better. I'd rather start with a clean slate and then just start, I always start with the drive, and the drive is number one if it's a dirty tone, of course. I'll start with get the right drive, and then I start putting the fixings on it, right? And then secret sauce, 10-band EQ. Because the drives on this, I don't think are as good as my pedals. But once I slap an EQ on these drives, I can get them like pretty damn close. So there's some static in the signal. Oh, I know what it is. It's probably my phone. There you go. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. I'm probably what I'm gonna do, and if anybody here, by the way, a bit more of a hiss than a buzz. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hiss because I'm playing with I got drives on and stuff. But if anyone's got an HX effects, and if you guys want, I'll send you any patches that I have. Just let me know. I'm not gonna sell them. I'll just give them to you. Just let me know if you guys have HX effects. Now keep in mind that my patches will only work for an HX effects. Like, if you guys have, for example, like the full HX floor, I can't use your sounds, right? It has to be, they're all proprietary to that one specific model. So just let me know. Yeah, it's probably my computer is, my fan is on. Sounds clean now. Yeah, I just turned the volume on my pickup off. That's what it was. So let me know if there's anything you guys want to hear, or any questions you guys might have. I've been going on for about an hour and a half now. Just let me know. I'm all out of Judas Priest. Tim Scup. You know what, Brad? I was saying this the other day. I said, I'll know when the zombie apocalypse has arrived. That's when my Tim Hortons closes. Then I know it's the end of the world. While that Tim Hortons is open, everything is going to be all right. Hey, buddy, there's Dave R. How are you, man? Hope you're feeling all right, man. Hope you're doing well. The only thing, let's see. I only know bits and pieces of Detroit Rock City. Let's see. I don't know. sorry. That's all I know. I just know bits and pieces of it. I wish... No. I gotta learn some White Snake, man. I don't know any White Snake. Sorry. And I already played you all the Rush, I know. And I've already played you all the Metallica, I know. I know a lot of poppy songs. Oh, hang on, here's one. Yeah, a little Journey. I don't know the Lumberjack song. I know a lot of Kiss songs that are deep cuts that nobody but me and the odd Kiss fan in here might know. Okay, for those of you that came in late, for those of you that came in a little bit later, let me quickly, sorry guys, let me quickly go through some of my latest sounds that I programmed in here, which are very specific to those particular songs. So So that's one of the sounds that I programmed specifically for She Sells Sanctuary. That's one I'm probably going to upload to the custom tone site, because somebody had that music up there already, that tone already, and it was just way too busy. So that's one of them. And here's the other one. Very easy song to play. I Ran by Flock of Seagulls. That's your favorite hot cover, really, hippie, eh? Wow. I always liked that song when I was a kid. So everybody's asking about Dave. Yeah, I hope Dave's doing well. Messaged him earlier. Yeah, the only Triumph I know, and it's not even a Triumph song. But let me try it. Let's see if I can remember it. Hang on. Rocky Mountain Way, which isn't even a Triumph song. It's the closest to Triumph I know. Hey Russ, how are you? BTO. I used to know how to play. Man, I haven't played BTO in years. Sorry, Dennis. I used to know how to play Roll On Down the Highway. I can't remember it. I used to play that song. And there's Gwen James in the house. Hey Q, how's it going, man? First sign of the box. Yeah, man. How goes Helix? That lick always messes me up, man. Good morning. You just getting up from a nap, Quinn? That's all I know. I don't know. Closest I can get. Sorry, Dennis. Oh, it's not an app. Happy pills. All right, Mark, have a great night, man. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Lemmy lives. Yeah, that's like my favorite my favorite Motorhead song. That and The Chase is better than The Catch. Hey, Bunky. Oh, God. Buckeye Punchy, welcome. Hey, play some of it. That's all I know. All right, cheers, Dave. Take care of yourself, man. Hopefully you'll be feeling better soon, man. All right. Take care, James. Have fun with you, Paul, man. Okay, ZZ Top. Here's one that we're doing. Let's make sure I got the right. Ha! That's about it, and then the other one. That's about it for us. Yeah, that movie that they did, that documentary is really good. You want some Zeppelin? Okay, hang on. There's a little bit of Zeppelin. There you go. A little bit of Zeppelin for you. Yeah, good times, bad times. Trying to think what other Zeppelin songs that I know. Trying to think what other Zeppelin. Thanks, Wolverine. What other Zeppelin do I know, man? What other riffs, Zeppelin riffs do I know? Of course, I draw a blank when somebody asks for them, and then I'm playing Zeppelin riffs all the time when nobody's asking for them. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. Hey, Jose. Greetings right back and welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for being here. I don't know. I can't think of any more Zeppelin riffs. I think that pretty much does it for me. Oh, I don't know Kashmir. I wish I knew Kashmir. I don't know Kashmir. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I can't think of any other Zeppelin riffs. Do any of these songs you play on your Hangout played in? Not a lot of them, no. That Journey one, that one we do. I played a little bit of Jesse's Girl earlier. Sanctuary we play. Iran is a song that we're going to be doing shortly. No, most of these songs are just songs I just know bits and pieces of. For obviously, I'm not playing them all the way through because I only know chunks of them. But Cream. Let me get the key. Is it in D? Never played that song in my life. I'm probably playing it in way different keys, but I don't know. It's as close as I can get, man. Here's something that you guys will dig. Alright, this is as close as I can get. That's the closest I can get. I haven't dialed in this Van Halen to sound yet, but that's the closest that I've got at the moment. Alright, if anyone's got any questions, last minute questions about the HX effects, which is all I've been using tonight, let me know. Or if there's any last guitar that you guys want to see me grab, let me know. This is Blackie. So far I've played Blackie, I've played Snots, and I've played the Music Man. So let me know if there's any last guitars you want me to pick up, or if you got any questions about the HX effects. And I'll do one more little playthrough. I'm not really talking about love. I don't see any comments coming up, so either my comments are frozen or everybody went to sleep. Do you want to see Snots again, Half-Face? Shall I grab Snots again? Some of us are here. I like Blackie a lot. I do like Blackie a lot. It's kind of bulletproof. You're enjoying the concert? Well, that's good because there's no refunds. All right, I'm gonna put Blackie away, and let me know. You guys want? I'll play a little bit more. I'll grab Snots if you guys want Snots. Somebody was asking for the SG earlier. I can grab the SG, or I could grab Relic. I haven't played Relic yet, so whoever answers first, that's the one I'll grab. You've caused enough trouble, Half Ace. I appreciate it, Tom. Or I got Roxanne. I haven't played Roxanne yet. She's over there waiting. And then I'm gonna play the last riffs I know, which will probably be Kiss riffs. All right, Relic. Okay, 2 votes for Relic and a bunch for SG, but they're all from one guy. Okay. Looks like Relic. Look at that. Look at the flame on that, man. Look at that. Ain't she purty? That's a purty guitar right there. So Wolverine. So just to bring you up to date, so what happened was the Pod Go, it wasn't available. I could have got one. I could have waited, and it would have cost me about Canadian $600 for a new one. And then somebody that I really respect that knows a lot more about this Helix stuff than I do suggested that the better fit for me was the HX Effects. But the HX Effects was $900. But I went to see a friend of mine who works at a local music store, and he was kind enough to let me know that they had some used ones, and I actually bought an HX Effects for $50 less than a Pod Go, which is why I ended up with which is why I ended up with the HX Effects. So that's why I have the HX Effects and not the Pod Go. I'm running out of Dava picks. Stealing them off guitars now. Yeah, you got a really nice looking guitar, Daniel. I really like your Les Paul. It's sweet, man. Stays in tune. So I'm pretty much out of played all the Judas Priest I know. I think I played all my Zeppelin riffs. All I got left is Kiss riffs. Are you guys gonna be okay with Kiss riffs? Played all the Rush riffs I know. Let's take me off a Rock and Roll Over. Here's another one that you might know. Okay, that's Parasite. Man, if anybody wants a workout, that's a workout. Oh, cold gin? That's the riff. I don't really know the rest of the song. Actually, I just remembered. I got some Motley Crue riffs. Just remember, there's a couple of Motley Crue riffs. Let me go to them, because I know you guys aren't all Kiss fans. Dogpa loves Kiss. I don't know Trouble Walking. I don't know Trouble Walking. Here's another one for Dogpa. There's a little bit of, what's that song called? Turn to Fall in Love? There's a little bit of Hard Times for You, Half Face. Really? Rock and roll all night? Sing along. Deep Cut, Hard Times. Yeah, I love that song. A little bit of She. Let's see what other Kiss riffs. Oh, here's a very deep cut. This one's for Half Face, if you still are in here. This one's for you, Half Face. It's probably my favorite Kiss song of all time. It's called Mr. Speed. Here's another really deep cut. This is the last Kiss one I'll play, I promise. That's side 4, Alive 2. Larger than life. You gotta be a major geek to know that. Have you created all your everything you're hearing, Wolverine, is sounds that I came up with. I just find a drive I like. You know, this one I'm playing right now, it's got it's their version of an OCD, which they call a compulsive. I got some delay. I got a Minotaur, which is like a lead boost. It's the Klon. And then a 10-band EQ and a plate reverb. So that's it. Alright guys, I'm getting a little tired here. I've been going on for over a couple hours. So many folks are still hanging out. So many folks are still hanging out here. We got 22 of you in here. 22 of you brave souls have stood the duration. So yeah, so guys, I want to thank you a lot, man, for hanging out, helping pass the time. You know, it's we're all, stuck inside, so let's all do shit that we like doing. Let's play some guitar, play some, play with your toys, whether it's an HX Effects or something else. Whatever we got to do to keep our sanity. We can't socialize in the same room, but we can still do this. So, I really dig hanging out and just shooting the shit with you guys and playing some bad guitar for you and all that good stuff. And, let's all stay safe, man, and do what we got to do. And, it can only get better, right? All right. Okay. Yeah. Right back at you, Metal Hippie. Peace, brother. Meryl J, good night. Wolverine, good night. Dogpa, good night, man. Tom, Bent, Half Face, Dennis. You guys have a great evening. And I'll catch you on the Hack Show Thursday at 8 p.m. I will have Lars Guitars on the Hack Show. And you guys know what I do around 2 o'clock every day, right? So if you want to meet me out there, that's the other channel that we're not to speak of. But if you guys want to hang out at 2 in the afternoon, between 2 and 3 in the afternoon usually, come on out and we'll shoot the shit. And, that's the best thing we can do right now is just, keep the communication open and just chat amongst ourselves, right? All right, you guys rock. Thank you so much for hanging out. All right. Night, everybody. Cheers.